Hey guys. Well, did you hear my voice? That was weird. Hey guys, Brand here, and today we're having another one of these wonderful commentary videos. And today it's going to be not as much of a fun one. Today I'm talking about why it's really important that behavior puts forward more of an effort to be transparent, and it's not for the reasons that you think. The root of most problems that I see people arguing about in the DBD space is because there is such a fierce lack of knowledge about what is happening. Because a couple of years ago, and before my time, behavior was really good at communicating exactly what they were doing. They would have Twitch streams all the time, talking about what they were doing, giving updates on what they were up to, all that wonderful stuff. That's kind of gotten in the way of the dodo. That's no longer a thing. And as a result, we kind of don't know what's going on at all with like their decision making and why they cut certain things or don't follow certain plans. But I think, like I said, the biggest problem is not that these promises are met, but the fact that we don't have that information anymore means people are fighting more. Most people, because when you're no longer explaining, why you're taking out like a glitch that everybody loved, or you're buffing a character in a way that isn't very helpful, like they're about to do the trickster, and like there's no feedback there as to like why that's happening. All we have to do is guess, right? All we have left is guesses, right? We can only assume and infer what's going on because you're no longer telling us what's happening. You're no longer letting us in and helping us figure out what's going on with the game. Like, you're just leaving us in the dark. So everything from that point on is just conjecture. So that's how you get people who just kind of like make up their own narrative about what's happening. I think the best example was the recent dealing glitch being taken out of the game. There's still no reason that they've given as to why they did that at all. And the biggest narrative that people have had is that the license holders forced them to, right? They've never come out and said this. Behavior has never come out and said this. In fact, somebody reached out and emailed Konami, and Konami said back, no, we did not force them to do that. So like that was just entirely false. But I don't blame the people saying that, because they don't know, because nobody knows. Behavior's not communicating anything. They're not telling us jack squat. So like, what do you have left other than to just guess, right? What else do you have left except to like, besides conjecture, right? And I think that wouldn't be a problem if people didn't take their guesses and like fought each other with it, because that's definitely what they do. They take their guesses and they try to fight each other with it. They're like, I have got the right idea. I think I know exactly what's going on at Behavior Interactive. So I'm going to tell everybody that that's what's happening and that's what they're doing, and that's the truth. And that's the only way about it, and they don't really know. But they're going to like spread it around like they do, or fight and argue with people on every social media platform like they do. And part of that responsibility falls on Behavior, because they're letting that negativity fester. They're letting the people eat themselves. They're letting each other fight each other. They don't care. That much is evident. We know that for sure. They would rather withdraw and not, a lot of this has been said in Scott's video, but like, it's embarrassing when you say, I want to do ABC, and you just can't do ABC. So I think they've just stopped talking because they've realized that they've made a lot of promises that they can't keep. But this whole radio silence thing is causing people to fight each other and causing people to go at each other's throats because we have no information anymore. So everybody's just making the best inferred guesses that they can, and everybody's got their own biases with that, and then people end up fighting over it. And it's just not good for the community at all. And I really wish that they would speak up more when there's like discourse over situations, and not just, say nothing, or even if they do say something, they're just throwing blood points at us to like make us be quiet. Like I'm not saying anything new. I'm not saying anything that you haven't heard before. Everybody wishes Behavior was, as transparent as they used to be. But I really think that an adverse effect of it that people don't talk about is now everybody's at each other's throats because everybody has made up their own narratives about why Behavior does certain things that we don't like, because they don't communicate about it anymore. And so that's why everybody's fighting each other, or going to bat at each other, because everybody has their own version of the story and they all think they're right. And they can do a lot to dispel that bad situation that keeps happening, but they don't. And I think that's probably the biggest problem with them not being transparent, because that makes their community very, very, sometimes it just feels like a minefield to have a discussion with anybody about anything, because, you know, there's just not enough information out there to have a good discussion, and it just always turns into an argument. So I think that's just, I think it's just a sad thing. So yeah, a little bit more of a somber video today, but I think that was something that's been on my mind lately, and I just kind of wanted to get it off my chest, because I don't think a lot of people talk about that. So if I don't see you in the next video, and if I don't see you in the Twitch zone, I will see you when I see you, friends. Goodbye.